Hey guys, it's Spyro4 here, and today we're checking out the FIFINE K688, which is supposed to be a clone of the Shure SM7B that costs $360. This one only comes for $70 and packed with a lot of useful features. If you enjoy this budget alternatives content, make sure to subscribe, and liking the video supports me a lot, so let's move on to the unboxing. Thanks for FIFINE for sending me this over. The unboxing experience is going to be very simple. A lot of microphones and even not budget microphones don't offer much accessories in the box, so I'm not expecting much from this. I mean, it only comes with the microphone and the USB Type-C cable. They did not send me the boom arm with it since I already have one, but I do recommend you getting that from FIFINE as well if it's on sale. The USB Type-C cable is very useful if you want to record on your computer, and you can also record with your phone. So there's like a splitter here, as you can see, and this is going to be one of the useful pros of this microphone. Moving on to the second pro is the tap to mute button. This one is very important to have in the recent releases. There is no company nowadays that doesn't have a push to mute button. Turning the mic to the side, there's a simple FIFINE logo, and the shock mount is actually not bad. It's made of metal and it feels solid. And the second pro here is the XLR input. You can use this microphone also in a professional way with your sound interface like I'm doing right now. The audio you're hearing is through the XLR connection. There's a 3.5mm jack if you want to plug your headphones like I'm doing right now and monitor your voice with zero latency. So while I'm talking, I can instantly hear myself in the headphones. And this is the monitoring volume knob for your headphones. And lastly, another knob to control the gain of the microphone. As you can see here, the pop filter is very slick and it's taking the vibe of the Shure SM7B. However, this one is gray instead of black, and the materials is veloury and very smooth. I like it. Taking the pop filter off, I can notice some audio improvements actually, but it comes with a downside, of course. It's gonna catch a lot of plosive popping noises, and the second con, the microphone is going to simply look ugly. So actually, let's do a quick test. Popping Pringles pineapple pizza. Popping Pringles pineapple pizza. It is very useful. There's no reason to take it off, but keep in mind this is a dynamic microphone, not condenser, so it only catches voice that's coming directly to the capsule. So let's do a quick test again. Speaking 20 centimeters away from the microphone directly to the capsule, 10 centimeters away directly to the capsule, literally on the microphone. I'm eating it right now. On the microphone again from the side. I don't suggest going closer to the microphone unless you lower the gain. So for me, I'm using the gain on like 70% on my Focusrite and speaking 15 centimeters away from the microphone. I also can see that the FIFINE K688 can benefit from EQ as well. And if you want me to make a separate tutorial on EQ and how to make your microphone sound better, I can. Just leave it in the comments. The difference between XLR and USB is not very noticeable, and between this microphone as a whole clone of the Shure SM7B, there is a slight difference, especially on the bass and the low frequencies of the mic. However, the high frequencies, I find them very enough, and if they add up just a little bit, they're going to be very harsh and piercing on the K688. So overall sound quality for this price and for so many features that it offers, it is very acceptable. However, one side note I need to say is the tap to mute button doesn't work on the XLR connection, so only the USB connection gives the microphone access to mute or adjust the gain and the volume, because you have to tweak those things on your sound interface itself, which actually makes sense. If you have a sound interface, you're not going to use these options. Now let's talk about the cons, what I don't like about this microphone. The microphone is so sensitive towards the touch. So if I touch the boom arm, as you can see, it's gonna make a lot of noise. Even the cable and the microphone itself. So in general, there's no like touch isolation or whatever it is. And the microphone is being sensitive to the electronics in the background. So if I put it closer to an electronic, it's going to make some background noise, something like to a phone, router, or whatever it is. Future me in the editing process. I contacted FIFINE about this issue, and they provided me with a list of solutions packed in one video that I will leave in the description below. But I do prefer the USB connection on the microphone. It seems more stable when it comes to these issues. So is it worth the $70? Yes, and sometimes it's even less. It's even for $60, $55 on sale. Of course, if you're just a casual and you're bored of the condenser microphones, you want to try something different with the dynamic, because the voice of the dynamic sounds usually more rich and perfect for podcasts and if you want to have a deeper voice. So yeah, this was the review for the FIFINE K688. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, supporting me with a like helps a lot with the algorithm, and thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.